All right. We are doing a reaction video to Drift0r's reaction to reaction videos.
Hey guys, Drift0r here. Today I want to talk to you about reaction videos. And no, I'm not talking about the Fine Bros. That's a situation that is completely taken care of itself and blown over. I want to talk about the other kind of reaction videos that is still controversial that many of you may have forgotten about.
I know it's controversial.
Reaction videos themselves, or the fact that reactors in these videos are stealing content from other YouTubers. This has not happened to me yet, thank goodness, but it has happened to other people. It is a concerning issue, and it's something that both YouTube, the YouTube community, and the people whose videos involves are strongly divided about, and it kind of
the only people divided about this are the Fine Brothers
back in the day, because I was doing this back before Call of Duty commentaries or gameplay commentaries were even a thing. Speaking of the gameplay and commentary, what you're seeing right now is me using the Dingo on the new DLC map Rise, going pretty aggressive.
That's a little bit hypocritical, but I'll get to that in a moment.
Compare and contrast, because most of the things that are being said about reactors are the same things that were being said about commentators back in the day. So for those of you that are unfamiliar, there's a new genre on YouTube where people react to a video, any video, a vlog compilation, a Vine compilation. They could download the video you're watching right now and react to that. Any kind of reaction, they just put it in the corner and they react to it, show their emotions. Trailer reactions, you've all seen it. Some are huge and successful, some collect dust, but it is a popular genre. For the rest of this episode, I'm probably going to pick on Jinx because he is the biggest
digital
and most
content
popular
collecting
reactor,
dust,
and his content is synonymous with the type of cheap, easy reaction videos that you think about it. Personally, I have nothing against the man. As a matter of fact,
you just put him out, but you say you have nothing against him.
He's a nice person and a good person. He helps people, does a lot of things, but he's big, he's popular, and he's the face of this type of reaction content. Reactors feel that they add value to the content by reacting to it, and their reactions make it a unique creation, and they can put it up on the internet and monetize it. Creators feel that reactors are stealing their content and just rehashing it with little to no effort and just putting it in the corner. And I'm a little bit more on the stealing / rehashing side of the fence, mostly because it seems the goal is often to confuse or conflate search results and make it difficult to find the original video, but not everybody agrees with me on this. One of the things that reminds me of is back in the day when COD commentaries were brand new. When YouTube was like a radically new website. We're talking like 2007, 2000.
I can't do the whole reaction video thing. I don't want to do the whole reaction video thing. I just want to kind of give my point. But I wanted to react to that first part of it. I saw the whole video already, so this isn't a true reaction video, but I am giving my reaction. First of all, I like Drift0r. I've been subscribed to him for quite a long time, and I would say about 85 to 90% of the commentary that he puts out, I either agree with him or see most of his points. In this particular instance, I really don't. I think it's kind of crazy and hypocritical as to what he's saying. So one question I have to ask is, how do you go from being a creator to a reactor? I mean, is a creator, as Drift0r is putting it, is that someone who does content right from scratch? Like right now I'm here in my loft and I'm talking and I'm just giving you my thoughts. Am I a creator? Or do I start to become maybe a reactor or something other than a creator if I'm showing video game footage and I'm doing my commentary, as Drift0r said was a problem in its inception when people were doing commentary over video game footage. So really, what's the difference between someone who's providing footage of something that they don't really own, as maybe Nintendo would argue, and someone who's reacting to that same type of content? Whether, because as I understand it, your reaction is your own. Your commentary is your own. But the stuff that's being displayed on the screen, technically, if you really want to get technical, you don't really own it. So I'm just trying to figure out, where does he draw the line from being a creator and not being a creator? And also, one of the comments that he made regarding searching and I guess things getting kind of mixed up with the original video and maybe the reaction video. I'll get into more of that in a little bit, but that also doesn't make sense, because The key word here is reaction, or live reaction, or react, or whatever it is. That's the key word. That's the focus right there. So if it was like, if I put up a video and it was just Call of Duty Drift0r, if I did that and then somebody clicked on it and it was my reaction, I can understand him feeling that way. But the key word here is reaction. People are not really looking to see your video or someone else's video or anything. They're looking for the reaction to that video. I don't know even who you are to complain, because if I go to any search engine, either Google or if I go right through YouTube and I type up Call of Duty, within the first page, Drift0r comes up. Not really just Call of Duty content, but Drift0r. And Drift0r comes up on most of the searches because he's known for Call of Duty. But he didn't make the game, so why is that okay? Most late night talk shows basically react to the news that's going on throughout the week. And this has been going on since, years and years and years. You're talking all the way back to Johnny Carson, where, you have their monologues, and basically you have these comedians, they get up there and they just give reactions. Sometimes even they will actually show clips of something that happened and react to it immediately. The thing I find extremely hypocritical about what Drift0r is saying is that his content is 99% Call of Duty. It isn't his game. He doesn't make the game. He has nothing to do with the game other than he plays it and he talks about it. Even in his own videos, he claims that he's not even really that good at Call of Duty. And even some of the stats and information that he gets for his in-depth series, it's not stuff that he's actually done by himself. He's actually gotten some of that information from other YouTubers and other sources. And for him to get up there with his 1 million+ subscribers and actually say that he thinks reaction videos are kind of stealing, I would say that that kind of puts him in the realm of being a hypocrite, because most of his content is based on the creation of someone else's work. So here's Drift0r's video right now playing on my screen, and he's talking and I'm talking. Am I stealing from him? Am I stealing? Am I taking something away from him? Is the viewer right now who's watching my video getting more out of what they're seeing from Drift0r's video, or getting more about what I'm saying here? And you see what I'm talking about? This is my content, it's my video. Yes, I am talking about and reacting to something that you did and something you are talking about, but I am not stealing from you. That is not stealing. And not that I have a problem with what he's doing. Let me just kind of explain what I do as a YouTuber. Most of my content has nothing to do with reaction videos or anything like that. Most of my content is centered around commentary. I do have, some gameplay on my channel, but it's mostly commentary. It's mostly me reacting, maybe not live reactions all the time. And I've done only a couple of those. Maybe I think 3 or 4 times I've actually done live reactions. But usually something happens in either the video game industry and sometimes films, and I give my reaction on it. I read whatever articles, I see whatever videos, I come up here and I talk about it. That is part of what's made YouTube so huge and so big. And I think if we start considering react videos stealing, then the next natural progression to that is going to be gameplay footage and reviews and all of those things that constitute what I consider freedom of speech. And I think another glaring problem to this whole thing is the idea that you get to a certain level of fame and then you just forget everybody who came before you. And I'm from New York. I'm a New Yorker, and that's a big thing among New Yorkers is, you don't forget where you come from, and you don't forget, who came before you. And I think when you take like the Fine Brothers, for instance, they wanted to monopolize that whole react thing when it wasn't theirs to begin with to take or to try to control. Ever since television and radio, people have been doing this. So, you can't claim it as your own, because that's basically what the news is. That's basically what any parody is. That's basically what everything is centered around in our media today, is reacting to the news, current events, and what's going on. And if you're relevant enough, like you are, Drift0r, for somebody to react to something you're saying, that's something that you should be proud of, not something that you should kind of cringe about and worry about whether you're getting money off of it, which I'm suspecting this is where this whole thing is coming from. You're in fear because you said in your video, oh, thank God it hasn't happened to you. You're in fear that someone's actually going to make a video and they're going to be talking about you or reacting to something that you did, and you're not going to get paid for it. And I think that's a kind of a shitty way to think. Drift0r, your content solely is based off of something someone else made, Call of Duty. So if we're talking legally here, and like I said, what's the next natural progression? I can easily say, okay, well, the videos that you're making in Call of Duty, it's not like you're playing single player. Also, you're playing multiplayer. So not only are you using the game's graphics engine, music, and everything in your videos, you're also using someone else's gameplay that you're playing against someone. Are they entitled to any of that money, considering that some of the content also belongs to them? So you see how we get into this slippery slope where we just don't want any of that. Like if you're doing your own video and you're reacting off of somebody else's video, it's your own video, it's yours. And you're also helping and contributing to their fame. Not to say that I'm contributing to anything Drift0r's doing. He's way bigger than I am. I'm not even on the radar. But it's still more promotion for him. And you know what? If I made a couple of bucks out of this video, so be it. No sweat off your back. If anything, it's going to make people probably go back to your channel, watch your video, and probably have more discussions about it. And isn't that what you want? More controversy, more content, more things to talk about, more video, more money. Isn't that what it's about? I mean, if Call of Duty sucked balls and he hated it, his natural reaction while he's playing it and talking about it will be one of total frustration. But the fact that he does enjoy it, the fact that he does get money off of it, the fact that he has an audience who's watching him, including myself, I enjoy his videos, I enjoy his commentary, I enjoy his insight. But the fact is that I would have never tuned into Drift0r to begin with had it not been for Call of Duty. If it would have just been Drift0r sitting there with a background like I have here in his home, just talking about whatever he feels like talking about, not saying that he wouldn't have an audience, but I probably wouldn't be part of that audience. But the fact that he used Call of Duty to lure people into his content and to his personality, it's very hypocritical for somebody like that to now turn around and say, hey, other people who are doing reaction videos, they're stealing content. If you do it right, if you do a reaction video right, you are actually pointing out things and having a certain kind of insight on whatever's being discussed or whatever's being shown. And it's your own insight, it's your own reactions, and believe it or not, people are interested in that. Now, if I play, like, let's say a Beyonce song, her new big song that everybody's talking about in the Super Bowl, and I played that with no talking, and it's just me kind of just bopping my head, and it's a direct feed, so it's not like the music is going on in the background, you're getting the full track, then I can consider that's not really a reaction video, that's taking her song and re-putting it out there. But that's not what a lot of these reaction videos are. I would say most of the reaction videos are literally someone reacting to what is going on a trailer or on somebody else's vlog, and that is what the majority of most people are doing. If, let's say, I'm not even going to use Drift0r now, I'm going to say specifically, let's say somebody out there is watching this video and your thought is, look, if you use any content from anyone, either they should get a portion of it or you shouldn't be allowed to do it. If that's your mindset. So for instance, you can't show anybody else's videos or even a snippet of it. You can't have a snippet of anybody's music. You can't really react or do reviews on anybody else's content because it's their content, it's not yours. If that is your opinion, you're entitled to it. I disagree with you, but you are entitled to it and you can have your own opinion. But in the case of this, what Drift0r was saying was, it's okay for me, Drift0r, to use Call of Duty to provide as much content as I want, but it's not okay for you guys to react to maybe a trailer of Call of Duty or maybe someone else's gameplay of Call of Duty or whatever it is. That's where I believe this totally becomes hypocritical. I would argue that maybe he wouldn't have felt this way when he first started making Call of Duty videos, but now that, he's become quite successful, now the mindset changes. Oh, I don't want anybody taking from me. I don't want anybody, but I'm sure before he blew up, if maybe a bigger YouTuber, would have used his content and reacted to it, it would have helped him and it would have made him more popular. And I think if that would have happened to him, I don't think he would have objected, 4 or 5 years ago, or whatever it was, when he wasn't as popular as he is now. So you see where I'm going with this. I just think you get to a certain level and it's like, oh, don't use my shit, but I can use other people's shit all day. It doesn't matter. If I was pretending like I was releasing this trailer, this is the new EA trailer to Mirror's Edge or something, and then somebody clicked on it and it's me reacting to it, that I can understand would be a problem. But if they're clicking on it, they're specifically looking for the reaction to that. And that's not stealing. That's somebody looking for specific content. So you can't call that stealing. If I see a car accident and I capture it on my phone and I put it on YouTube and somebody wants to react to, something crazy like that, or anything in politics or war, the Black Lives Matter movement, or anything on TV, controversy between Kanye West and whoever it is, if there's somebody who's doing a video of that and they're putting it out there and I'm reacting to it, the reaction is what people are looking for, and that is my content. That, I think, essentially is where reaction videos came from. It came from the news. It comes from our media now with social media and the internet and YouTube and Twitter and Facebook. We don't have to wait on the news, and we don't have to wait for big corporate media, to report on these things and react to these things. We're able to do it ourselves as YouTubers. So I completely disagree with Drift0r. I like you, man, but get your shit together. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and of course, subscribe. Even though I am trying to piggy bank off of Drift0r's videos. So here's my reaction to Drift0r, and hopefully I'll become huge because of this. No, not.
Da 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 da. Shut up. Da 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 da. Shut up. Da 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 da. Shut up. Da 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 da. Shut up. Da 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 da. Shut up. La 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 la. Shut up. Do 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 do. Shut up. Do 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 do. Mastermind. Subscribe.